like we do it.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Generation Shock. It's your boy McNutty. You already know. Still not gonna tell you, but let's just say this episode might help a little bit if you catch the subliminals, maybe. So, with no further ado, I'm going to introduce my two handsome colleagues and the other guy on this episode. So, you know what? We're gonna start off with the other guy, and then I'm gonna hop, to my boy down below, and then the fearless leader up top. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's my man. First things first. Hit him with it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Gaston. It's a pleasure to be back on today.
Well, it's not a pleasure for us, but glad to see you, bud. I'm just messing with you, bro. Just messing with you. Got to make Nate laugh. All right, next we have up, it's my boy. It's funny because he made a joke the other day about how we clap, to get our show together. But ladies, he does know a thing or two about clapping. And it's my boy.
See our boy Gordo, what it is. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, especially the ladies. I do know how to clap, if you get what I'm saying.
And it's definitely a pleasure seeing your face.
Touche.
All right. And last but not least, it's our fearless leader. Many of you don't know his hidden stories. He was born in the BC. He's reborn 4 or 5 times already. He's the international cookie monster. My man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Messiah, and I'm trying to do that so I can be like Barry White. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into the topic, I just want to say thank you for all the love and support you guys are showing us. I just want to throw it out there in the air. Last episode, I know the audio was messed up. That was my bad. I got all up in my feelings in the sauce. And I was just having a fun time. So I take full responsibility for that. But yeah, so today's topic is going to be about food, what we ate growing up. What could we, what maybe all could we afford growing up, and what we eat now, what's our favorite dishes, and so on and so forth. So today I'm going to start off with the handsome looking fellow of the group, my man Gordo. Go ahead, bro.
Hello, guys. So, when it comes to food, I ain't got this skinny because I like food, But I'm this skinny for a reason. I love food. Everybody knows that I love food. I am a very, very picky eater, though, but I love my food. Anyways, back to food. Food. When it comes to food, man, I can eat anything, but the one thing that I love the most growing up and to this day, lasagna, man. I can have lasagna 7 days a week and have no issue. Same as Chinese food, though, but the spare ribs are going to be special. If you got the spare ribs that look like freaking turkey legs and stiff as hell, get that out of my way. I don't want that. That.
Looking like messed up bird feet, but fried.
Yep. like
That's terrible.
gallina feet.
But you can really eat lasagna every day?
Oh, hell yeah. With some white rice, some lettuce,
Now,
and some
how
garlic
do you-
bread.
That's
Your
a
lasagna,
3-course
what type
meal,
is
bro.
it traditional?
For real,
is it traditional lasagna or is it like what type of lasagna?
No, traditional lasagna, but mainly Puerto Rican style lasagna, where it's gonna be you have your pasta, your meat, you have cheese, another layer of pasta, a little bit of sauce on the top, then so on and so on. Some people do add some ricotta cheese on it. I don't mind it, but if you put too much, I'm gonna slap you with the lasagna. Don't put American cheese. It is. I know some people put some American cheese on it.
When you say American cheese, you talking about that cheap ass
That
Kraft
slice.
cheese?
That slice.
The Kraft singles. Don't disrespect the Kraft singles, man.
They're only good for like grilled cheese, bro. They're not good for
And that's
anything else.
barely-
But hold on. Let me tell you, Los. Why you gotta dub them like that, bro?
I have to, because don't get me wrong. I always buy a pack of 24 slices. I keep them because I like when I buy fresh bread, I like putting just butter and cheese on it and then have it with coffee. But it has to be that cheese. But any other cheese, I can't put that on my lasagna though. It has to be like that good cheese.
That shouldn't go on lasagna.
No, it shouldn't,
No,
but I felt like you
listen,
dubbed it a little bit. That's all.
Yeah,
You're not good enough for craft singles?
Nah,
I said I still eat it.
Listen,
It's
I had
just-
a neighbor that put that sliced cheese on it. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's a big, a square on top of the lasagna of cheese.
Oh,
I'm like, what is this? It's like, no.
Looking
get
like
outta
a
here.
looking like a special from the Chum Bucket.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, yeah, nah. Get that shit out of here, man. That's disrespectful. I know. I've seen some people add pepperoni to it. Let me tell you, pepperoni adds a kick to it. Tastes good.
Pepperoni to lasagna?
Is that even lasagna? Is a pizza now, bro.
It is a calzone at that point. It's a calzone at that point. But
Yeah. Wow.
Pepperoni,
It does taste good.
craft singles. What is going on here? Where are
Listen.
you getting this from?
My
You know
man was
what I
at the
would love to
Crayola
try?
experience.
You know what I would love to try? Like, do they make it with cream cheese? That would probably be like.
that's
really
what I
good.
said. That's what I said. They can, if you add some cream cheese to it, it's fine. But if you add too much, I'll slap you. I'll slap you with the plate and the lasagna.
Well, speaking about cream, my man, Gaston over there is a specialist. So go ahead and tell us about your food experiences, buddy.
I can't with this man.
It's all day, baby. It's all day with me.
You see what you started in the pre-show, bro?
For real.
Looking like an airline
got the
pilot with
sauce.
them damn headsets on.
Hey man, I'm flying into people's hearts. One podcast, one stream at a time. Pretty much, I think one of my favorite meals has to be a traditional meal. Would just be like rice, beans, and carne frita, which
Okay.
that
So
to
fried
me,
meat.
yeah, pretty much. But more essentially like pork. I love fried pork. That's like the best thing to me. But I can eat that every day.
But that's your traditional Latin food.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's something I can sit there and I can eat every time and never get tired of it. I don't know what it is. The texture of the masita de cerdo, the texture of the red beans, the rice. It got to be done right, and I can eat it all the time. But if we're talking something that's not Latin, I can sit down and eat boneless spare rib tips with pork fried rice every day of the week. Give
My man.
a single care and just eat it every time and never get tired of it.
You doing aren't you doing a keto, right?
Yes, I am doing keto. So one
Okay.
of the
Talk
biggest
to me about
things.
that. Talk to us about that.
So it's a high fat diet. You eat a lot of meat, a lot of greens. You cut out carbs, no sugars. So one of
Fat
my
or protein?
no, you're supposed to do fats. You're supposed to do high fat,
Okay.
high fat meats, everything. So chicken, beef. One of my least favorite things that I can eat, but it's my go-to if I don't have a salad, is a Baconator with no bread.
That's
then
a
I eat it
diet?
yeah. So what it does is once your body stops eating the carbs that you have on your insides, then what it does is it moves to the fats. So it starts burning your fats for energy instead of your
Okay.
carbohydrates. So it does that, and then once you enter
Your body goes to
ketosis,
ketosis. Yep.
yep, and then that's when it's gonna start burning through everything. That's why you end up losing weight so fast. But the biggest, what's up?
I'm sorry to cut you off, but wouldn't you increase your cholesterol level?
That's the
From
thing.
eating-
You have to
okay.
make sure if you're eating a lot of like high fat, you got to make sure you're having a lot of greens. So you'll
Okay.
randomly see me eating like a Caesar salad or different types of salads with chicken in it and anything like that. My goal is to make sure that I'm not raising my cholesterol without eating any greens. So
Okay.
right now
Get
my
slim or
go-to
die
is-
trying, bro.
Pretty much, that's what it is. 2020 COVID season. So a Caesar salad with chicken. Instead of croutons, you can do pork rinds. That's like my go-to snack. And then eating string cheese, oddly.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
You know what I did. Okay, International Cookie Monster. Tell us some of the places you ate cookies at, buddy.
All right. So Chinese plates. I love my fortune cookies. But
Yo, I'm like, no, you're guard like that, bro.
yeah.
I wasn't ready for that one.
Me, well, first of all, like, let me just put it out there. I don't have a palate at all, none at all, bro. Like, I'm I couldn't tell the difference between a portobello mushroom and a chicken on a blind taste test. I couldn't do it. I failed it. My wife just started laughing at me. She's like, "Are you fucking serious?" So I couldn't even tell the difference on that. But but again, so I grew up eating government cheese and whatever
Crafts.
was on the plate. So
Kraft
rice
singles.
with milk. Yeah, rice.
Rice
no,
with
that-
milk?
Rice with milk, bro. This is what I'm gonna go you through my evolution of what I've eaten, right? Rice with milk, the government cheese, the block of cheese. We used to put that in coffee, like coffee with milk, and we used to eat that, right? Powdered eggs. So that's just me in the projects growing up. I was one of my favorite things that my aunt used to do. Shout out to my Titi Maria, that's the first time I ever seen it was canoa, right? Not canoa. It's called canoa, right? It's
The
basically
small one is canoa. The big plate is pastelón.
pastelón. Okay, yeah. So it's basically plantain with beef and cheese, and it's like a Spanish lasagna. I call it a Spanish lasagna. It's not the artificial name. It's not the name. So don't be getting mad at me on the comments like that's not a Spanish lasagna. But I call it like that because it's basically plantain, beef, cheese, and it's delicious. So that's the first time I ever had that. And mind you, my aunt cooks with lard, bro. Like she cooks with lard, so all her food tastes delicious. I don't know to this day she still do, but growing up, that's what it was. My aunt used to have that big Crisco can right next to the stove, and she used to just grab it, boom, dump it, and cook, bro. And then I grew up eating like that lard, bro. It was just delicious. Then as I started getting older, I started experimenting, and and then when I started traveling, this is where Nelson gets the phrase cookies. When I started traveling to different countries, I made it a point to eat and what they eat, like the natives eat. So when I went to New Orleans, I actually had swamp turtle soup. It was on the menu, and I was like, "Yo, I gotta try this." And I asked the waiter, and he's like, "Yo, this is what I asked for is first. I want to eat what the people eat here. What your locals eat." And he's like, swamp turtle soup. I didn't know if he was fucking with me, but he was like, "You gotta try that. That's what the locals eat here." I'm like, "Fuck it, let me do it." So I did it, and it was delicious, bro. It was spicy enough. It was just one of those things. I'm like, "Man, this is fucking awesome." I had jellyfish, but I had that here in Orlando. So that was by downtown on Main Street. I had jellyfish. It was like very overpowering. It's like gummies. Because they don't cook it. I guess the way they do it with vinegar, and the vinegar does the cooking of it. I don't know. I'm not a chef.
That's why Lewis can't get COVID, just because of those 2 meals.
Yeah,
He
so-
ain't too
swamp
much
turtle.
wash it. He just
I had
That swamp turtle
when I went
soup.
to when I went to Italy, I had pizza over there, and then calzones, but it's a lot different. The further north you go, the further south you go, the thinner the crust on the pizza, and the gelato. Man, and that's actually the first time I ever had Nutella. It was in Italy, the first time ever that donuts had Nutella. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is delicious. And they was like, yeah,
He's like,
it's
chicken.
Yeah, so yeah, I ate different things as I went to different countries. In Denmark, I had steak, but it was nothing like wow about that. It was just different different
Hey,
place.
Messiah.
What's up?
Tell us about that time you had escargot.
Yeah, so escargot, I'll tell you, it's a funny story. I know why you're bringing it up because it's a funny story. So my wife and I, we decided to go to the wine and food festival in Disney. Yeah, and we started doing all the countries.
The taste around the world.
The taste around the world. So there, most people start to the left. It was our first time there. We started to the right. So we started off with France and those other countries. So when we ended up in France, we had it was a croissant style type of food. It had this black thing in the middle, right? It was sweet, but then when you got to the black thing, I thought when I looked at it, I thought it was chocolate. So I ate it, and I'm not saying it tasted like chocolate, but I ate it. I was like, okay, this is good. And then a couple of days later, an employee named Gabriel, he was like, yeah, so escargot. I'm like, holy shit, I had that. He goes, yeah, that's snail. I'm like, what? He's like, that's snail. I'm like, I thought that shit was chocolate, bro. So that's my story about escargot. So there you go. There's my taste buds or my identification part that I use.
So that's why you don't get COVID.
Exactly,
Well, the
bro.
mushrooms are chicken and escargot is chocolate.
Yep.
So now we're talking about what we ate, but McNutty, I want to hear what you ate. Your traditional food.
Well, I'm gonna jump into an escargot story too, because it happened to me. So I was on a Disney cruise, and by the way, if you ever been on a Disney cruise or you haven't, it's like one of the top line services you can get. Like they definitely like cater to you, and it's all about your experience. So shout out to Disney for that one. So anyways, every night, it's a different meal. I'm like, screw it. I'm young. I'm wild. I'm free. Let me try new stuff. So I remember they bring me like, it looked like a little boat, like a plate like that. And, it had like 5, little balls on there. And I thought, I was like, oh, okay, escargot. It had this red sauce on top. And I'm like, screw it. So I get it. I bite it. I'm like, chewing on it. It's so gummy. I'm like, damn, the hell is this? But the sauce makes it taste good. I'm like, man, it's actually pretty good. And then the lady's like, yeah, you're eating snail. And I just went, blah, blah. And at that moment, she ruined it. Like, what? Who says that? Like, I'm almost done. And she goes, you're eating a snail, by the way. Well, now I don't feel comfortable anymore. Let me get a cheeseburger, please. That's what happened that night. I got a cheeseburger that night. And you know what's messed up too? My boys were there with me, and they knew what I was eating, and they didn't even tell me. They was like, "Oh, it's good."
Damn.
I was like, "Yeah, it's good, it's good." It was, and she told me, and then they all started laughing at the table. I'm like, you know what? Screw y'all. Throw your ass off the ship tonight. I don't know. We was drinking. I don't know what happened.
Man overboard.
Yeah. I don't know.
Sheesh.
I saw him with some chick, never saw him again. But yeah. But, growing up, I had, the traditional stuff. Besides the baby food, obviously, that's what I ate, and milk. I had, arroz con gandules, arroz con maíz, arroz blanco con habichuela.
Corn,
Yep.
rice with beans.
Yep.
White rice with beans.
I had chuleta, which is pork chops. I had bistec, which is steak. Pollo al
Glad you caught on
horno.
to the translation.
Nah, I know. Pollo al horno. Cause my man Viper over there is gonna be like, dude, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. Help us.
He's like, God damn it! Somebody hit the ESP button.
Yeah, he wants the little bouncing ball like from Walmart when it does the rollback. My bad, Hefe. Still love you, bro. But I had that growing up, and but my go-to meal is definitely carne frita, bro. Carne frita with mofongo. And right next to that is mangú with queso frito and fried salami.
Los tres golpes.
Dude, that, and then you could with the sweet
what it
onions, you could throw eggs on that. I mean, my boy's wife, her dad actually cooked that for me for the first time. I looked at it, I was like, it looks mushy. I don't know. And he's like, but in Spanish, like, coño loco, trátalo, mamá. And I was like, damn, all right, shit, fuck it, I'll eat it. And dude, that was delicious.
Ready.
I wasn't ready, I felt like I got scolded, and I had it, and it was amazing, dude. So those two meals for me, were definitely the bomb. But I definitely had Kraft singles. Okay. So
Did you take it personal? I'm sorry if you took it personal.
well, I don't know. I just
That's the go-to.
Look, listen. This was gonna happen. The show's gonna air, and they're gonna retweet this, and they're gonna be like, "Look at these a-holes," Kraft
It's all
singles.
about
This guy.
Velveeta, though. It's all about Velveeta cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For those out there also watching this, make sure you on the bottom you comment. Let us know what's your favorite dish, what's your favorite food. Do you agree that Kraft singles is crap? I mean, do you agree that do you agree with some of the plates? Did some of this bring you memories? Just let us know. And then let's continue. So
Quick
Oh,
Gordo,
question,
real quick.
McNutty, for you.
Go ahead.
Before you go,
'Cause
before
I
you
was
go.
gonna ask you a question, but go ahead.
Quick question for you, McNutty. In the area of Kissimmee/Orlando for our viewers, where do you recommend to get the best mofongo / carne frita at?
Oh boy.
Shizzle, bro. Why you gotta
As
put
a
me on the spot
mofongo
like that?
entrepreneur,
You gotta put me. I honestly, mofongo. I've had
you know,
it. Is a
other people like
sabor.
mofongo. They don't know where
There's
to
a
get
good.
the best one
There's
at.
a good place called Sabor Dominicano. It's in Kissimmee. Damn, I can't remember the street, but I know it's in Kissimmee. Sabor Dominicano, and they have great carne frita too, by the way.
Okay.
Mofongo. Yeah, I'm listening.
Remind me again. What's mofongo?
Mashed plantains.
Okay, got it. You had to remind me, bro.
Live
You
is
know, I
half
grew
Puerto
up.
Rican.
But we're talking
I'm
about
half
Magoo,
Puerto
right?
Rican.
Are we talking about Magoo, or you said mofongo first?
No, it's mofongo.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, Magoo's over there. Sabor Dominicano.
For those of you guys wondering the difference between mofongo and mofongo you fry the plantain. Mangú you soft boil the
So you boil it
plantains.
and you mash it, right?
Yep.
Oh,
you
that
both mash it,
dope,
but
bro. I had
mangú you
for
mash
breakfast.
it.
That's the best for breakfast, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially
If
when
you have, like, 2
when they
hours
make
to
a
cook.
lot. When they make a lot and then it's left over, you're like, damn, bro, breakfast is gonna be dank. But for mofongo, so there's a place called Picaribe. I've had it there. The Chimmy King restaurant has it really good. And then
Yeah,
there's
I've
this
heard about
Spanish spot in Orlando. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. It's a nice restaurant. I don't know. They play live music on the weekends.
Have you tried El Primos by Pleasant Hill?
No, I don't go that way.
He doesn't go that far south.
North of the wall or south of the wall.
Yeah.
It's off the wall. Really good place. Really good place.
I'll try it.
It's,
Yeah,
very,
listen, bro.
very
Listen,
well
I
seasoned.
go. I'm the one to just and you know the people that know me know I'll go anywhere. Like if I'm off, I'm like, all right, I want to try this place. I want to go here. I want to go there. Especially when I go on vacation, I'm like, all right, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go to Texas Roadhouse. I don't want to go to Outback. I don't want to go to a Chili's. I want to go like
That's basic.
somewhere classic, like you know. So, yeah, but that's just my
Okay.
stuff, you know, growing up and stuff like that. So I've always eaten good. I love myself a Big Mac. That was, you know, don't hit.
See, I can't eat a Big Mac. I used to when I was a kid. After I was like 12, 13, I was like, nope, I hated it. Can't
What
eat
is
them
it
for
you
the love
hate
of
it?
God.
Is it the sauce that you don't
The
like?
sauce.
Or-
The sauce.
Oh, okay.
Sauce is great.
That's what got them famous. The sauce.
Yeah.
They changed the sauce.
Did
Before
they?
it was more tangy, more bittersweet. Now it's I don't know. I can't stand
Nah,
it.
man, I think
Yo.
your taste buds changed.
Yeah, so let me ask you this: is it me, right? Or I remember growing up, the burgers
you.
in Burger King and McDonald's, they were like this thick, bro, on
Oh,
a
yeah.
burger. Now they're
Because-
like this, bro. I'm like, what
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
Because
like
the cost
mad
of meat is
small.
higher.
They're on the keto diet. The burgers.
Not
But
enough
listen,
fat, man. Not enough fat.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not tried this, and shout out to my man's Marcos because he tried it. He was like, dude, that don't make no sense. You go ahead and get a McChicken, put cheese on it with mayo ketchup, change your life. Promise you.
It
Change your
does.
life.
It will.
McChicken, like a McChicken, like your triple, like the dollar. I think it's around $1, right?
$1.07, sir.
$1.07 McChicken.
Actually,
you put cheese,
$1.29.
like
It went up.
cheese and
Mayo and ketchup. Yep. Don't you're thinking about? I mean, but
I
listen,
used to
listen.
eat. Yeah, I used to love McChickens, bro.
Don't
I
disrespect
tell
the
you a
McChicken
story
like
about the
that.
group.
Putting cheese
No, no.
on there.
Yeah, yes. I never had it with cheese.
Kraft
But I'll
singles,
tell you a
though.
story about McChicken since you brought that up. We used to live 45 minutes away from the city of Boston, the band, the group. And every time we had to drive to go to practice to do any recording, any dance practice or new choreography and all that. We used to have an actual place at my manager's house.
Mm-hmm.
He lived in Dorchester in Boston. So we had to drive 45 minutes just to get there, almost an hour, twice a week. But right after that, everything is over, you know, the workout makes you hungry and shit. So there was a McDonald's right before we hit the highway. Dude, we used to always ask for McChickens. We used to, and at that time, bro, it was just struggling. Everybody looking for change in their pocket. Everybody have, we got the McChickens for this week, because they were $1. Cheap, $1, 4 of us always eating, so we would try to eat 2. There was one point we didn't have any money. We had some money, but we didn't have enough to eat 2 each. Yo, we used to go through, be like, yeah, we order like eight egg McChickens. We'll look into the bag. We'll go put one in the back. Yo, hide that. Yo, we ordered 8. You only gave us 6. No, we ate. No, there's 6 in this bag, bro. That's how we used to get some free McChickens, bro. Yo,
Oh, that's how
it
you
was the bro
pass.
things, bro. We had to figure something out, bro. We were hungry
That's how
as
you bring
shit,
the
bro.
system.
Yeah,
Karma's
it's
coming
like-
for you, bro. Karma's
Yeah, but
coming for
they caught on to us, bro, because we'll do that like 3 times. Like we'll try to do it like once or twice a week. We try to be like, yo, you forgot a McChicken. Yo, that they just got caught on to us. Like, nah, fuck that. We gave you 8. It's like,
Have a
nah,
nice
bro,
day,
no,
sir.
We gave you 8. We gave you 8. But that was and McChicken is one of those things, bro, that when you're hungry, that works. Now you can get 40 nuggets for $16, bro.
That's
40
a great
nuggets
deal.
And 2
I-
fries.
Well, listen.
It's crazy.
Let me hit up for my boy Sheck Monster, because he's getting hole in ones and shit. I'm just I'm just gonna throw out there some of the foods that he ate growing up. So just to throw him out there. So he spoke earlier about having gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish?
Gefilte fish.
What? Oh, you got a story about that, Gaston?
You never seen Rush Hour 2?
That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I seen it. That's where I heard that before.
Gefilte fish.
That's what I
Gefilte
heard. I
fish.
knew it. I knew it. That's why I heard it. Because when he said it, I was like, yo, where did I hear that? I heard that in a comedy. And that's it. Thanks, Gaston, for bringing that up. I knew it. I wasn't the only one who thought about that immediately.
Gefilte fish.
He's also had matzah. He's had babka. He's had niche.
Yeah, he talked about his Jewish tradition.
Yeah, that's a lot of Jewish food right there.
Yeah, he talked about the matzo
Check
ball
on
soup
Jewish,
as well. The matzo
Yeah,
ball
matzo ball
soup.
soups are finito.
Are they? I never had it.
Yes.
What is it though? What's the ingredient? What is this?
To be honest, last time I had it, it's been like 7 years. And to be honest, I don't remember a second what was in it.
All right.
Hell
so
yeah! You can't even remember what you put on
leave the
yesterday,
comments
bro.
because we can't even Google right now because we're there. But leave the comments of what's the
You
ingredient
can't.
for matzo ball.
You
I can't. It's okay. We don't have. We'll let them do the comments on that. So,
I already
Gaston,
have
what
the
is
answer.
what food can you eat that will bring you back to your childhood?
One food that I would eat that'll bring me back to my childhood. I think it'll
Yeah,
be
that comfort food.
It'll be pizza.
Cookies.
Because I remember being a kid, and that's when you used to have the dollar slice. Because I grew up in the Bronx, and you have the dollar slice. Then they
Boogie
changed
down
it
Bronx, baby.
when I was moving to like $1.50. But I used to get the dollar slice, and I can sit there and eat that for days. I think what makes it most comforting.
That was a big
is
slice,
just-
bro.
Yeah, hey, for $1, you can't argue with that. That's
I know,
like,
but you're eating one slice for days, bro. That's a big ass slice.
hey man, you gotta you gotta make the best out of it. I can sit there and eat that all the time. Like I live by Al's Pizza, and it's kind of like the
Yes,
closest thing
sir.
I have to something like that. And just the way they make it, like a lot of people complain, like, oh, the crust is too thin, oh, it's too oily, it's cheese.
I
I'm
love
like,
pizza.
that's what that is. That is that feeling you get when you bite into it, and it's nice and gooey. Oh man, my mouth is getting watery talking about it.
I got the hookup over there.
What is it called?
No, Al's
Al's
Pizza.
Pizza.
It's in, it can,
Oh,
it-
Oh,
it's
you're talking
in-
about right here right next to
Yeah.
where you
Young
live.
Parkway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right next to that Cuban place, my favorite spot. I haven't been
Yeah,
there
you
in a
see
minute.
right there. I know you haven't been there.
Yeah, you don't leave the house, bro.
No.
COVID,
ever since COVID hit, I have my oasis in the back, bro. I don't need to go anywhere. Everything I need is right here, bro.
Dude, you jump in the pool only when you cut the grass, bro. Shut up.
Exactly. Exactly. Yo, it's hot
But
as
he
shit,
has
like a
the
joke.
option.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cut
Yeah,
my
yeah.
grass. I'm gonna jump in the pool.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
how
he
I
does.
cool
bro.
down.
That's his MO.
Well, when I
So-
was on vacation, that's what I did. Just jump on the pool and just.
So you
that's it.
cut the grass every day. You just,
Nope.
just cut the grass. Just cut the grass every day. Just jump
He
in.
don't need, bro. He don't cut his hair every day. What do you think he's gonna cut the grass every day, bro?
All right, let's talk about food. Let's keep it about food.
Okay,
It's like
whatever.
his
My
wife
bad.
has his own personal pool boy.
So, all right. So talking about food. So pizza. So we were talking earlier about, Gordo can chime in on this too. What has been the most you spent on a slice of pizza? So go ahead, Gordo.
Yes. Me personally, the most I spent on a whole pie was like 30
Are we
something
talking
dollars.
about? Are we talking about a pie? We're
We
talking
talking about a
No,
slice or a
slice.
pie?
A slice.
A-
I want a
a
slice.
slice?
Okay.
Or you
A
could
slice,
divide that
like-
into the price. How many slices you got? I guess technically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I paid like 30 something. It was like $37
For a
But it
slice.
came for the pizza, for
Oh.
the whole pie. But it's up north.
Sounds
and they
about
call it
$7
party
bucks.
pizza.
How much was
It's
that?
48 slices.
No, it's 4. So if it's 8 slices, 4 and 8
Oh,
is
yeah,
like
4, yeah.
32. So
Okay.
No, it was it's called a party size pizza. So it comes with 48 slices.
Oh, so they cut it like a
48
little.
slices.
They
Oh,
they cut it
squares.
into squares and
Yeah.
Squares.
the
It's
corners.
meant for
Oh.
a party.
It's an OCD
Alright.
person's worst nightmare.
Well, yeah.
It's true.
Okay, so
It's true.
Gaston, I'm sure you're probably here with me with the prices on slices, but go ahead. What's the most you paid?
Oh man, I can't really think. I've never broke the bank on a slice. I mean, the most I've ever run into while I've been traveling was like maybe $4. But that's when you get the works. But if you go
Oh,
to
my
another
God,
pizza place
Carl,
around
but
here
They
in the
still
Plaza del
recording. We're
Sol,
still in there.
instead of getting like a regular slice, you get the stuffed
I'm just
pizza.
gonna pretend like I'm listening to them.
And
What's the
then,
stuff? Oh, the stuffed crust.
no. A stuffed pizza. It's like a pizza but backwards. So it's yeah. So what it
It's
is
bread.
it's the crust on
Yeah.
the bread, cheese, whatever you want on the inside, and then bread again. Kind of like a little sandwich. But a combo for that's like $10. Is
Okay.
like that. So that's one of those. But a stuffed pizza, a stuffed slice is like maybe almost $5. And like that, you get the 3 meats. You got pepperoni, ham, sausage. You got extra cheese. You got some garlic on top. Oh my god! I'm just liking keto right
So
now. after this.
I feel you, bro. There's a place in St. Cloud called Bella Roma, and they have I personally believe one of the most delicious pizzas that you're talking about. And every time I go over there, like if I'm hanging out, I order that, and all my friends are like, "Dude, this is so good. It's amazing, dude. You can stuff it with whatever you want. The sauce, the cheese is perfect." But the most I've ever spent, and our viewers and followers, I'm sure if you've been to downtown Orlando and you got, Liddy, you'll know exactly how much you've probably paid for a slice of pizza. There's a spot in downtown Orlando by the beach. I'm around the corner. I've paid myself about $8 or $9 for a slice of barbecue chicken pizza, and so delicious.
Dude, that's almost
So
with the hot
$8?
dogs.
I think the most I ever spent, I think is $2, maybe $2 or $3, whatever a slice normally costs. Because and I'm a meat lover. Like I'm not
Love
your
meats,
like.
huh?
I don't eat pizza like your typical Americans that they love pizza. I'll either eat wings or subs versus pizza, right? I'd rather do that. The only time I would eat a pizza if I'm hungry, or if the wife makes it here. We go to Publix, we buy the dough, and then the wife will make it. When I went to Italy, I made it a point to eat pizza because I'm like, hey, I want to eat pizza here. And it's a lot different. They don't use the sauce like they use out here. So it's way different.
Did you see Mario?
That I see a lot of Marios, and it's very different. So I made it a point to eat pizza over there, and I also made it a point to eat gelato. But here's a question to all the viewers, and this is the biggest argument. And
Oh
shout
boy,
out to
here we go.
Shout out to
Let's do
Alejandro.
it.
Here we
And,
go.
Shout out to
Contra-
Alejandro, and I always give him a hard time.
I don't
and
condone this
Controversial.
behavior. I don't condone this
And
behavior.
Viper, this is for you too. This is one of those arguments. This is one of those topics that I just let us know on the bottom. All right, so you got deep dish Chicago pizza or New York pizza. Which one do you prefer? And the other question to that is Chicago pizza really considered a pizza? To give Alejandro a hard time, I always say, yo, that's lasagna, bro. That's not pizza. But they say, no, the ingredients. Dude, if you have to use a fork and a knife to eat a deep dish, it's not considered a pizza. So
In a
we'll
sense,
leave that
yeah.
argument. We'll leave that arguments for for the viewers. Leave the comments on the bottom.
boy.
But what do you guys think? Like Gaston, what do you think? You think what would you choose? Deep dish or New York style? So
It just depends.
Have you had it,
Honestly, I've had deep dish from Chicago, so I can honestly say so. I've had it. You gotta eat it with a fork and a knife because it's thick like that. You don't have to. There's some people that could just eat it, and not burn their hands. But it just depends on what you're in the mood for. I've been wanting some deep dish. There's a place around here that does it. Giordano's or something like that.
Yeah, Giordano's in Orlando.
Yeah, they do the deep dish there.
Which are really good.
It just depends on what you're in the mood for. I haven't had deep dish since I went to Chicago in like 2017. So
Now,
recently,
deep dish is usually small, right? The smaller pans, or they're bigger depending.
it depends. You can do it small, but it's deep. So the pan is kind of like a cake pan they use.
So,
Yeah, so it's more. It's like a cake style pizza.
Yeah.
so I just
what?
read
style.
something.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Oh, my bad. I just read something interesting. Now, granted, this was 4 years ago, but it says the title literally says why deep dish can't be considered pizza in a court of law.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's on Thrillist.com.
You're about to piss off a lot of
No.
Illinoisans?
I'm gonna let them read it, and that way the argument on the comments and stuff can go. But it's Thrillist.com, and they have a
Send
whole
me the
article
link.
on it.
I'll add the link to it.
Well,
when you get a chance.
That's a lot of work, bro. Just Thrillist.com. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Just
So,
kidding.
to the pizza part, did you know that there's a pizza place in New York that sells a whole pie for $2,000?
Because they got the
No,
because they
no,
got the
because
gold
I
flakes
can
on it,
afford that.
right?
Is it because of the
Yep.
gold flakes?
Yep.
The edible gold flakes?
Yep. It has 24 karat gold leaves. It has foie gras. It has truffles and dollops of caviar.
Okay, so here's the thing about truffle. Caviar, I understand it. I've had that. It tastes good. Truffle, I tried it. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't even like the taste of truffle. It's,
The thing with truffles,
one, it's
since-
expensive. Two,
It is
it's-
expensive.
you have to acquire a taste to that. That's just disgusting.
So like
You
craft
don't have a
singles,
palate, remember. You don't have a
Huh?
palate.
like craft singles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like the wife and I, we tried it at Charlie's Steakhouse. They give you a truffle butter. Mind you, I just had the butter, not the actual truffle on top. But we tried it. You put it on a steak. And just marinate it, and just to taste it. We know you paid a lot for that little shit of butter they give you like this, bro. It's like a little
Yep.
tub. And we're just curious. I'm like, well, we always because we watch Hell's Kitchen, right? It's Hell's Kitchen, and we always watch them use like on some of the ingredients that use truffle and shit like that. And I'm like, man, I wonder what that tastes like, and why is it considered like, why is it expensive? And it's like, I don't know. For me, I just don't like it. Like, I don't know. It doesn't
Well,
do
listen,
it for me, so it's not worth the
listen.
money.
No truffle
truffles
butter for
is
me because Wayne gave it a whole nother reason. So I'm good. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know, Truffle Butter by Wheezy. And yeah, we're good.
Would you ever go
No.
to Hell's Kitchen?
No.
You wouldn't go to Hell's Kitchen?
No,
If-
you
if
would.
I
You
would
fit
go-
right in, Gaston, right?
What?
Well,
I'm talking about the restaurant Hell's Kitchen, not the place. I'm not trying to
Oh,
There's
get
a
my
beat
bad,
up
restaurant.
by there,
There's
no.
a Hell's Kitchen restaurant. Where at?
Yeah.
It's in Vegas.
That's
No,
an
you're
actual
talking
restaurant.
about the Gordon Ramsay restaurant. That's
Yeah,
not called Hell's
I'm-
Kitchen.
Yes,
it
it's
is called-
called Hell's Kitchen.
Is it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
talking
what
about.
happened.
I'm not talking about Hell's Kitchen, New York. What are you? That has no correlation with what we're talking about here.
that's what happens
Nah,
because
I
Louis
would
don't go out.
I
He
would
don't
go. I
know
would
shit.
try it. I've never been to Vegas.
It's great.
weird. Is it?
It's great.
Never
Bro,
been to Vegas.
Absolutely.
Bro, you're like
you should
scared
go.
of the sunlight, bro. You're scared to go out of your house. You're like, the sun.
COVID. I went right before all the COVID stuff, and I went to Hell's Kitchen, and they showed.
How was it?
It was really good. It's expensive, but you do get good quality out of it. The portions aren't really big. However, one of the best parts about it is that it's filling. As odd as that sounds.
Did you try the beef Wellington?
Yes, I did.
Oh man, that's like one of the dish I have to try.
So-
That and what is it called? Risotto? Any risotto. It just can't have shellfish. on it. It
So
can't have shrimp
when
or anything.
when you go, you know how on the show they have everybody like cooking and everything like that. That's the restaurant they use. So when you're sitting and you look to your right, you see them making all of your food there.
That's cool.
That's dope. That's
How
dope.
was the beef Wellington?
It was
Is
good.
it Michelin star worthy?
Let's just say he's famous for it for a reason.
Okay. Damn. Now I'm curious.
Well, you
Hey,
know
I-
what you know what I'm curious about, Mr. Messiah. You definitely didn't talk about the Czech Republic, bro. Your wifey's gonna
Yes,
smack you, bro.
I was waiting for
Ooh.
everybody to. I was waiting for everybody to.
We're waiting for
finish up.
everybody
I'm
to
bringing
shut
it-
up, right? Waiting for everybody to shut up, right? Yeah. All right.
Not waiting. So,
Yeah.
Wifey,
I
you
went to,
lying.
for the first time I ever, like when I went to Czech Republic, I went to my father-in-law's 50th birthday. Was it 50 or 60? Babe, was it 50 or 60? So, 50. It was his 50th. Yeah, his 50th birthday, right?
Bang!
And you know, when I first got there, mind you, they do like the dollar goes a long way, bro. First of all, the dollar goes a long way, so it's
I'm
really
just
good.
I'm still laughing with the.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So everything is good, right? So the first thing I said, because my wife made it here and I fell in love with it, I'm like, I want to eat goulash. First thing I want to do is eat goulash because my wife makes it here, but she says over there it's gonna taste better because it's just the ingredients they use. It's just better. So mind you,
Yeah.
goulash is just beef, onions. They use dumplings as with bread, and then it's just it's like comfort food, right? That's the first thing I had. The parents, they asked me, okay, what is it you want as soon as you get here? I'm like, goulash, and they started laughing, and I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. And then after that, so we were celebrating the party. We were doing a party, and they bring this big ass like pig, right? Huge. And this is the first time I said, mind you, I'm a city boy, bro. I grew up in Boston, and I've been to Puerto Rico, but never seen what I'm about to explain. You guys probably did because you guys
So
grew up in Puerto Rico.
They had
or
a
been there.
lechoneta right there, just like that.
Bro. No, so he hired a butcher, and they bought a pig for his birthday, and this thing was like, dude. For me, I call it a hog. They call it a pig because this thing was huge, right? And I'm like, damn. And then my wife was like, babe, go help him. I'm like, help him what? Help him hold the pig. I'm like, you crazy? Yo, that's like, that thing it took like 4 men just to try to hold that guy down, right? So the way they did it, they don't do it the way I've heard Puerto Ricans explain it, where the way they kill the pig. They use a little cylinder with a 9mm, right? I think it was a 9 or 22, and they use it and they pop it in the head and they kill
Wait
the
a
pig.
minute.
Right?
No, you fine.
Right? So they pop it and they kill the pig. When they did that, then you see the butcher. He brings out the rag, open it up. He has all kinds of knives, right? He cuts first. They bathe it in hot water, and then they use a blowtorch to burn all the hair, right? So they shave it, burn all the hair. So you traditional killing the pig type of thing. But for me, that was like a crazy experience. I was like, holy shit, I've never seen this. The scream the pig makes when you're trying to hold him, I'm like, she's like, you're not gonna help? I'm like, hell no. Look, 4 guys, and then he's screaming, and you could hear like, I'm like, what the hell?
They couldn't just kill him, man.
Yeah, that's the closest. That's the closest I'm gonna make to a pig.
Hey, Messiah, did they kill it humanely?
I love that. Yeah, was this humanely put down? Yeah.
Yeah,
we pet it till he
pet
died.
him to death.
Well, that's George Lopez right there. We do it for half. So when they killed it, they burn it, then they cut the hooves, and then they hang it upside down, and they cut right straight down. So as they doing that, they're also cooking. You have everybody's there, so the men's are doing all this. The females are cooking and doing coffee and drinks like crazy, bro, crazy drinks. And they have her father built a cellar, and they put everything in the cellar, like all the drinks. He makes his own moonshine, his own liquor, and all that. So drinks,
Damn.
and they'd be like, Louis, cava, which is coffee. I'm like, yeah. So they kept on bringing coffee and drinks and eating, right? So they bring me a soup in Czech. Like the appetizer is soup, so they use soup before the actual meal.
It opens
And
your stomach up.
Yeah, so they gave me pig brain soup, but I didn't know what it was. So they was telling my wife, don't tell him what it is, because maybe he won't eat it. So she's like, oh, he'll be fine with it, because she knows me. She knows I'll try crazy as shit. So when I had it, and I'm like, this is delicious. What is this? She's like, oh, it's pig brain. I'm like, man, this is delicious. I've never had this. Mind you, you don't see the chunks. Well, I don't remember seeing the chunks. Maybe I did, and I just ate it thinking it was meat. So, but whatever it was soft. It was delicious.
Chicken.
The flavor of it was just like, oh my god. So I actually got to eat like real pork rind, right? So chicharrones, man.
Did they give you morcilla?
Yes, they did blood sausages. They did, but now the way her father did it, I actually helped doing it. I got footage of all that shit. I helped doing it. It was crazy the way they do it, and it's this one of those experiences that you be like, man, I've never experienced this, and I'm starting to experience this like at the age of 40. I think it was like a couple of years ago. So I was like 40 or 30 something when I experienced it. I was like, man, this is a cool.
40 the first time, or 40 like the 10th time?
The 90th.
Yeah. So 40 the first time. So, and it's just one of those things that it's always gonna stick with me. And the food was just delicious. Now, mind you, the difference between over there and over here, we're talking about in a farm, and it's 4 hours away from Prague, south. So it's more of a farm like. Everything is grown over there, so that the garlics were there. You have your onions, you have all that. Your potatoes, it's all grown over there. So they have their own little farm. And I'm so used to out here where when you cook something, you put it away in the refrigerator so it won't spoil. Over there, since everybody was eating and they just leave it out. And I'm like, babe, you guys not worried about the flies? I just seen flies all over that. She's like, you'll be fine. I'll be like, what do you mean you'll be fine? I'm like, yes, when I grew up, I grew up, like that. But, my stomach has changed. She's like, you'll be fine. And I was just one of those things I was scared, but I was like, fuck, I was hungry. I was drinking. I was like, fuck it. I just started eating it.
She can't get COVID either.
Yeah, so I was fine. But it was one of those experiences. It was just, the food was delicious. It felt like it tastes so much different. You don't taste no GMOs or... Not that I would taste it anyway, so I was like, what's this? So
chocolate.
But it was just one of those experiences. Yeah, it was just one of those experiences that for me, I was like, I'm always gonna remember that, and just this like the fact that it was funny because my wife's like, ain't you gonna help? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna help. That thing is gonna run me over. If anything, I was moving out the way just in case that shit took off. I'm like, I'm looking where to jump and shit because I'm like, she gonna run me over, and that gonna be my footage, like, American man dies of trampled by a hog.
Florida man trampled by wild hog in Czech Republic.
Yeah. Don't worry, Messiah will revive. He'll be on his 5th life. Hey, what was it like on the Last Supper, bro? What did you have over there?
It was actually good. All we had was bread, wine, and it was pretty cool. When he was like, "Yo, we're out of wine. Here's some more." And he touched the water, like, "Here's some more."
Another one. Another one.
So, he's like, all we have is this little bit of press of bread left. That's all we have. He's like, look, I just made a whole bunch more. Nah. So that's what the Last Supper was all about. It was magic and eating.
So they're talking about food. Just I want to shout him out again, ladies and gentlemen. Just our boar. Look
Zeus.
at that. You got me. The boar, the hog. Damn it, Messiah. Shout out to our boy Mark Zoots. You can check him out on my IG, zoots.fl, or you go to his website, zootsfl.com. You can place your orders in there. So tell us a little bit about the Gen Shock one. What was that limited time one?
It was a limited edition, limited time, and you can request it. It's upon request. It's something he's dedicating to the show, and because we're all boys around each other, so we're just trying to help each other out. It's called a Gen Shock, so if you ever order it, just be like, hey, I want to try out the Gen Shock. So the Gen Shock is basically Nutella with peanut butter. So it's a empanada with Nutella, and I actually had it. I ordered some yesterday, and I ate it, and it was good. It's a limited. It's upon request, and he will do some requests too, so you could order what you want. His best. We spoke to him yesterday. He said his best selling was the beef and cheese.
Yep, beef and cheese.
That one's really
Chicken
good.
and cheese, and then steak and
Yeah.
cheese is getting up there as well.
He's around the Kissimmee, Orlando area. The most he'll drive is 25 miles, and
Unless he's doing
around.
catering, he'll do catering as well.
unless he's doing catering. So it's Zoots, so ZOOTZ.FL in Instagram, and they also have a website. Try them out. The empanadas are really good. They also have a veggie one, a vegan one, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
with
he can
Beyond
make-
Meat.
Yep.
But Beyond
Well,
Meat
they're
it's called, right?
yeah, the
Yep.
Beyond Meat. Yep.
Yep.
They're working on
Which is-
the D's McNutties as well. That's the next one.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
that's
coming
gonna be
soon, coming
Nutella and bananas inside of it. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's
That
gonna
one
be
comes
the new rave.
That's gonna be the new rave.
Like I said, order the Gen Shock. Try it out. Just if you're curious, it's Nutella and peanut butter. If you just have the Nutella one with, at first when he first introduced the Nutella empanada, I was like, I got curious. I'm like, you know what? I want to try that. I ordered it. I loved it, and I was like, man, you know what would be good if he added peanut butter. So I got to have it yesterday. The only thing is it's thick. You have to eat it fresh because if you wait till it cools down, it gets hard on you. So as soon as he brings it, eat it, and it's when the Nutella's melted, oh my god, it's delicious. So try it out. You know, it's a limited edition. It's one of those. Just call it. Just be like, yo, I want to try out the Gen Shock. He knows what it is.
Nice.
Yes,
nice.
yes.
No.
So
That's very good.
it's about that time, I think. But
Yeah, just
before we
about.
get into that next week, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and comment below. We're gonna talk about relationships.
That's
It's
gonna be
definitely gonna be fun.
interesting.
It's
Right,
definitely gonna be
Gaston?
fun.
Oh, that sounds like a fun subject.
Yes. So we're gonna, talk about, plenty of things, current relationships, what works, what doesn't, funny moments, the do's and don'ts,
The shit your wife or your girlfriend puts up with, or what
Yeah.
you put up with them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Lewis's wife got to put up with his face every day. It's killing me. But
Yeah, she does.
shout out
She
to
has to-
Hefe
she
for
has
that
to-
joke. Thank you.
Yeah. So speaking of that, like, and I'm gonna get killed for this, but
Oh,
you know how I said about the palate thing? I was like, man, like my wife's food tastes delicious. I've taken it to work, and I'm like, yo, you gotta eat it. You gotta try this. It's delicious. So even though I don't have a palate, I still know what good food tastes like because I let people try it out too. So, but I make a joke of it sometimes, and she like gets kind of upset. I'm like, well, if I don't have a palate, so what does that say about your cooking, boy? I said that shit, bro. Woo.
So, Gaston, I'm officially letting you apply for the empty spot that we'll be having after this episode that airs. Go ahead. I mean, we're gonna need it. Rest in peace.
The Messiah is no longer a Messiah after this.
Yeah, he's gonna be the hog.
He's gonna, yeah.
She's gonna catch you on the next revive.
Yo, speaking of, now that you brought that up, smoked sausage, like fresh, like because her father's like hung it up, smoked it, and oh my god, bro. Yo, as soon as they cut it, the case thing, when you bite it, you hear it rip. It's one of the best.
This
The
guy
best
out
food
here
I've had
ripping
was over there,
sausages.
bro.
Watch out,
The
people.
best food I had was over there, Czech Republic.
So funny. This is the funny thing. You gave me PTSD earlier, Messiah, and that's because you
that?
kept saying the goulash, but I kept thinking you said
It's
gulag.
The
Not
gulag.
gulag from
Bro.
not the gulag from Call of Duty.
So like the first 3 times, I was like, "Yo, this man talking about the gulag, man, shit," because when you playing, bro, that gulag is do or die, So I was just like,
It's do or
"Why you
die.
talking?"
Gotta
I
throw,
was like, "Why you
gotta throw
saying
the rocks.
gulag?"
Gotta throw the rocks.
You gotta throw the, I was like, "Why you say gulag? Isn't it goulash?" And then I was like, "Oh shit, we're talking about food. It's not the gulag." Hello.
Yeah.
It's my
So
bad.
what?
It's my bad.
Speaking of, what's the sneaker of the day? Well, sneaker of the week. It can't say sneaker of the day. Sneaker of the week. Let us know. Let us know. And let's make it. Let's keep that tradition. What's the sneaker of the week?
All right, I got it. Keep it simple. Keep it
You know
simple.
the collection. You know the collection is big when he got a side
Yeah.
and look around.
This reminds me of Pulp Fiction when they open it up.
Nah,
stuff?
not these. Not these.
Oh,
Ooh, curious now.
Not these.
Not
No.
No, not these either. Damn, I don't know. I'm just kidding. So today, ladies and gentlemen, sneaker of the day. It's gonna be another retro, Jordan retro. These are called the Winter 4s. Okay. I'll give you a little.
Fire, bro.
I'm gonna give you a little slow motion. That's
I
how
love
Gaston
those.
likes
I love
it.
that purple. That purple is ridiculous, bro.
You see that, ladies and gentlemen?
Is
That's
that
what we
leather
do right
or
there.
is it just the way it looks?
No creasing on your
It's
sneakers,
like,
no creasing?
No creasing. See that? Pristine.
Yay.
It's like a leather, but like a suede kind of leather. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, these are my
They look
babies.
crispy.
I wore these once, and it was for like 3 hours, and that was about it.
How old are those sneakers?
They're less than a year. They're like only a couple months.
Still look like that?
Yeah. You know what? Matter of fact, I'll show you another pair that I have.
Oh,
I'll
we
give you two then.
getting a double? We getting a doozy?
You get a double. You get a doozy. And the only reason why is because I'm going to show you how I take care of my shoes. I'm going to show you an old shoe.
Show me the oldest pair.
A pair of white Air Forces.
Shout out to Gucci. One time. It's okay. You can sponsor me, guys. That's all right. No?
Slide to the DMs.
This message brought to in part by.
I imagine. Oh, shizzle.
That'll be sick. McNutty show up with some new gear. Like, yo, look. So you know this Gucci right here.
I'd give Hefe a Gucci belt. So these are old, okay,
Yeah.
and see, this is how old they are. I
That's
forgot
what
to
he
open the
doesn't know how to
box.
open the box.
I forgot to open the
Yeah,
box.
that
bro.
box that's a fancy box. Are those? Let me
Yeah.
see.
See the box?
Is that a limited edition, Jordan?
No.
Is
it's
that
just
Wi-Fi, Jordan? Those sneakers come with Wi-Fi? Look at the Wi-Fi symbol, bro. Turn that shit.
Messiah, go home. Go to sleep.
Sneakers with Wi-Fi. Look, it has Wi-Fi.
Yo, Gaston,
I'm sorry,
like,
viewers.
smile or
I'm
something.
sorry.
You dead over there, bro?
No, I'm
Shit.
waiting. I'm waiting to see it. You're doing a lot
Okay.
of movement to open a box.
Well, listen, I forgot how to open it. It's been so long.
You
dude.
see, when
Are
a
those-
sneaker box is complicated to open, it's fire. You know, they
Are those like? Are they supposed to be limited edition? Is that what it is? That's why that box look like that.
No, they're not. They're not limited. I mean, back in the day, like these are more like of the OG boxes. So like, you got more cooler boxes back in the day. Now, typically, you're getting, the standardized.
They're like, fuck that. We're investing too much in boxes.
Yeah, you get the standardized.
You get too many of those like Asian kids making those boxes, bro. It's not good.
Yeah. Well,
what?
I don't know what to tell you.
That's,
But
that's,
yeah,
that's the rumor that Jordan. That's how Jordan makes his sneakers over there. Not to
Yeah.
pay those taxes. But
yeah,
anyway, that's a different channel.
that's a different subject.
That's a different segment.
But like these, these are old, so I'm trying to make sure they stay alive. But these are the Jordan Retro 20s.
Those are sick. Is that suede? Or no, that's leather and
Yes,
suede.
you
or
got
just-
suede and you got patent leather as well on the shoe, and it comes. You get that strap off, put your shoe in. That's the ankle holder.
And
if you
how
want
old
to.
are those?
More than 10 years old.
Damn, and they still look new. Let me see the bottom of that. Damn, you
Man.
barely use those.
I could clean these a little more, but I'm just trying to make sure I keep them. Like when you keep
crease
a
on
shoe
those?
for
No
so
crease?
long, no crease. You see some
Alright.
crackling on the leather, obviously, because the years go by.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an old school retro 20 right there for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's crazy.
So,
Damn.
but listen,
That's 4 years of sneakerhead.
for all our shockers out there, that's Messiah's new word. So that's what's in. That's what it's gonna
what I
be.
do. What I
Yeah,
do
that's
is-
what it's gonna be. For all our shockers out there, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. Shout out to the Master of Sins, Gaston, for hopping on today and giving us
On
some
the
great
call, too.
insight.
Yeah.
Yep,
So thank you for that, Gaston.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course,
my
man. It's always
my
fun being
man-
on here.
my man's like an escort on call, baby. Got to be ready.
Wow.
Damn, son. Damn, son.
Don't
on that note, bye.
don't. But yeah, so like, subscribe, let your friends and family know. It's just 4 guys, friends, family feel, just having fun, talking shit like Lewis says. And yeah, so catch us next week as well. And we got some new things coming up, so appreciate all the love. And we out.
Move with the rhythm, shake it up, stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2.